I do that all the time.
No, I think I'm in the right button.
Ladies and gentlemen, the beat goes on.
Turn it up.
What you're about to hear may cause your speakers to explode.
Grant's Rock Warehouse is keeping it real in the feed.
Get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to Grant's Rock Warehouse and to episode 2 in the Manfred Mann's Earth Band series. Tonight we're going to take a look at 1974 to 1978. Rand Kelly's here. Davey Cretin's here. We want to hear from you in the chat. Let's keep this interactive. Manfred Mann, let's go.
Piling on the power chords and pure pandemonium. Grant's Rock Warehouse.
I don't know how much pandemonium will be going on today, but
I love that.
hey, you know, it is what it is. Cretin, how are you?
Excellent. Thanks for having me back.
Kelly, how are you?
If there's no frivolity, I'm out.
So this is a big day for me because I had to go into the office today.
Ooh.
Oh,
So
what do you got
I
there?
was presented with this.
An award?
Yeah.
I can't read it. It's too far away.
35 years of service at Ohio Health.
Oh, Mazel Tov. Congrats.
Thank you.
Congratulations there.
I
buddy.
thought, and I went there and I thought that it was just a temporary gig, and look how it ended up. But, the thing about today was I had to go in and I work from home, so I had to find clothes to wear. And I had to find clothes. I had to, there was a lot to it. And I had to drive,
Wow.
But anyway, it was all good.
Grant is on the road again.
I was on the road. So it kind of, it was all good. It's all good. Let's see who, here, look at this. You know what we do with this? You know what we do with this kind of shit. I don't take that kindly. Look, we actually got Marlon's making an appearance.
Hey, I love Sydney. He's going to have me on this Saturday. He's going to play my album,
Oh,
my Airship album, my prog album.
well, he'll do whatever he can.
The
So,
Frog Father.
I'm thrilled that he wants to do it.
Is
Actually,
Johnny Metal here? Hold on, let me look.
He
I can't
was.
see this. Hold on, kids. Before we get started, let's look through who's here. Donnie Ray, nice to see you. My Music Corner, just popping in to say hello. This is what Johnny Metal does. If you've ever
John.
noticed
Hi, John.
about these shows, Johnny Metal just pops in.
I haven't done a show with him in like 3 years.
He's a busy guy.
Could you identify him in a lineup?
Yeah, unless he has a beard.
Who knows? He just pops in. Cretin, of course. Let's see. Cretin making a comment. Marlon's here giving me shit about Manfred Mann. Calm down, Marlon. Don't you have like a garden to attend to?
Saxophone
Look at this. Look at this. There's a little bit of Tia saying hello, and then Cretin making the moves on the show. Hi, honey. Look at him.
Oh boy,
God, look at you. You're just like a
corn dog.
horn dog.
Oh, my.
Marlon giving me shit. Well, Marlon, if you had a show at this level that's very complicated, you would understand.
Excellence is worth waiting for, Marlon.
That's right. Thank you, Rand.
You're welcome, Grant.
Yeah. Yeah, look at Slogan giving me shit. Well, you good luck with Rand's album. All right, bastards. All right, let's get started. I'm just going to be quiet or I'm going to get all upset. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking Manfred Mann's Earth Band, 1974 to 1978. I've got two legendary members in this chat. We've got Davey Cretin, ladies and gentlemen, and Rand Kelly, the prog father. We need to come up with something for Cretin. You know, Rand's the prog father. What could we call date? We have 50 people watching, so
Nice.
Twazzle and Dazzle.
He's the record keeper.
What should we call him?
The record keeper.
Statistics man? Stats?
Stat-
How about stats?
How about Stat Man?
Look at this. Actually, Rome loves Dan.
Stat Man.
See, we're getting some love as opposed to negativity because we're all about love here in the warehouse. Congrats, Grant. 33 years and 27 years on my gigs. Yes, I've hit 35, and you know what? I've talked about this before. 35 years in your monkey brain goes by like that. Like that. Pretty soon I'll be dead. So you'll probably all be happy about that.
Do that.
Marlon and at least Sydney will be happy that I'm dead. Anyway, Alex, nice to see you now, tomorrow. Who's on tomorrow? You on tomorrow? God, I swear to God. Greg, nice to see you. I was giving Greg a little bit of shit on Facebook. Prague Wiki. Really, Cretin? Prague Ricky?
No, stats. I like stats.
What about you don't like Stat Man, huh?
Hey, Rock, nice to see you. All right, let's get started. I've just done enough bullshitting. All right, so tonight we're doing 1974 to 1978. The first record we're going to look at, and also, kids, I probably should have tested this. All right, that's a good sign. Because I've had a little bit of issue with the Stream Deck and it playing tracks. We will be playing tracks from each album. We're going to start out with Manfred Mann's Earth Band, the album The Good Earth from 1974. I'm going to turn it over to Cretin because Cretin, if anybody's been following this, Davey Cretin and I did a whole stick series, and Cretin is like an encyclopedia. Cretin, do you want to just start us off and talk a little bit about this record, and then we'll go on and
Sure.
track and all right, go ahead.
LP number 5, same lineup as the first 4. Manfred Mann on keyboards, Mick Rogers, guitars and vocals, Chris Slade on drums, and Colin Pattenden on bass guitar. You have 7 songs on this album, came out October 11th, 74. Recorded during 1974 at the Workhouse on Old Kent Road in London, England. 38-minute album, came out on Bronze Records in the UK, same as the previous album, and Warner Brothers in America, which is a new label for them in America. Album is produced by Manfred Mann and the Earth Band. You had 3 singles from the album. Be Not Too Hard was the first one, no chart action. I'll Be Gone, the second one, and then Earth Hymn Part 2A. And none of them charted. You got mixed to good reviews on this album.
Yeah.
Prague Archives gives it a 3.56 out of 5, saying it's an excellent addition to any prog rock music collection. And then, Rand, do you want to do the whole spiel about what it says on the cover, or you want me to do it?
No, go ahead. I like to listen to you.
Once you get Cretin wound up, you get him wound up, he just goes.
Okay.
Ever ready, bunny.
Go ahead.
If you look at the cover up in the upper left-hand corner, there's like a red seal, and it says on there, and there's a lot to read, I'm going to go through it fast. Early owners of the LP were entitled to rights over 1 square foot of the earth situated at, oh my goodness, Lanner Chaifa in the country of Brecon in Wales. The inner sleeve included a coupon to be sent in to register for your piece of earth, your piece of the good earth, I guess you could say. And this was part of the promotion linked to the album that has a whole ecological inspired theme. This was not a swindle, and thousands of fans actually registered, and the deadline was December 31st, 1975, a little over a year after this album came out. So recipients were entitled to a piece of the good earth.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's the background information.
Well, we're going to play a track here. We're going to try to keep this. We have a lot to go through, ladies and gentlemen.
If I could just introduce the song, if I may.
Oh,
It's
well, look
written.
at this. Well, this is
Written.
how I did. Wait a minute. Hold on, Cretin.
Okay.
Calm the fuck down. I let Cretin choose the tracks, so I think it's
Yeah,
only
I got shit
appropriate.
out of that.
That's because you didn't respond. Cretin
Yep.
is a man who responds.
I was sleeping. I didn't see it.
Sleeping.
It's okay.
That's all right. Anyway, Cretin
Like
picked the
what he
track.
chose.
Tell me what the first track we're going to play. It's an 8-minute epic. So,
And it's
Go ahead.
written by Gary Wright from Spooky Tooth from his first solo album called Footprint from 1971. And it's the semi-title track to this album because it's called Give Me the Good Earth. The record is called The Good Earth.
all right.
And it's a crunchy hard rock song with nice riffs and solos and a
Alright.
really cool breakdown in the middle section with some great China work from Chris Slade on the drum kit.
All right, let's do it. Hey, I have 67 people watching. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you have not subscribed to The Warehouse, there is so much content coming up. Oh my God, you should see the interviews that I have booked. The Warehouse is on fire. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, give me some love because I'm very insecure. So, anyway, let's hear the track. We want to hear from you in the comment section, yay or nay. And after we play it, we are going to get an average from the people. Well, actually, during the track, if you know this record, the whole point of The Warehouse is to turn you on to stuff. So if you have heard this album and you can give a rating out of 10, ladies and gentlemen, let's do it. All right, here we go. Here's the track. Give Me the Good Earth. Here we go. Band, Give Me the Good Earth. Davey Cretin, ladies and gentlemen, picked that for everyone's enjoyment. We do want to hear from you. I've got everybody's score up to this point. I'm going to turn it over to Rand Kelly to give his thoughts on this record and his ranking out of 10.
Well, I love the album. There's a little delay on my voice.
Oh,
but-
hold on. I'll fix it. Hold on. There you go.
Hello. Okay. I love this album. I don't think it's quite at the area where Solar Fire is for me, but I really love this album. It's great. I mean, that song in particular. And, I never did go listen to the Gary Wright version. I have no clue what that sounds like.
It's half the length of this version. It's only 4 minutes. It's less than half the length.
Yeah. I don't know why I've never heard of that album, that Footprints. I always thought he started with the Dreamweaver, but I guess not. But anyways, yeah, this whole album, every cut, there's no clunkers. There's a run in my head from Solar Fire all the way to Angel Station. That's just, there's nothing bad about it. You can't say anything bad about the albums. They're all great to me. So they're very, yeah, Solar Fire is my favorite, of course, yes. I like every tune on here. I think the Earth Hymn stuff is just phenomenal. I mean, there's so much going on, and if you're into Moog like I am, it's a real treat to hear what Manfred's doing. I love that tune. I'll Be Gone. I love that a lot. They say it sounds like country, and I didn't even realize that when I first
A little
started
bit.
learning how to play it. But the part about living the life of luxury doesn't like for me. And now, if you listen to those bass notes and stuff, those aren't really country bass notes. It's kind of classical, kind of the way it's put together. But I just love it. It's just, oh my God, it's so good. I'd give the whole album a 9, of course.
All right, 9. I wanted just to say thank you, Angie Moon, for tuning in tonight. Absolutely fantastic. If you've not tuned into the Warehouse Acid Test with Angie Moon, we are on the show keeps getting better and better. This weekend, 9 a.m. Eastern time, we will be doing the band The Left Bank, which is one of my favorite bands. There is not anything weak in the whole Left Bank catalog. But Angie will be back this weekend. It's just fantastic. Angie is I've never met, for her age group, I'm just giving her some props. She knows her shit.
Yeah.
So I'm so blessed to have Angie on the show.
She's awesome
Anyway,
for 60s stuff.
she
I
is
can't believe it.
absolutely incredible. So everybody tune in on Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern time. Check out the Left Bank Show if you can. All right. Anyway, Davey Cretin, what's your thoughts on this?
To jump on what Rand said, the other two songs on side one, Launching Place and I'll Be Gone, are written by an Australian gentleman by the name of Mike Rudd, Rudd. He was in an Australian progressive rock band called Spectrum. And in my notes, Rand, for I'll Be Gone, I wrote down home rocker. I didn't write country, but I did write down home rocker. So there's a little bit of country in it. I think I like side one a little better than side two. It's a great record. Like Rand said, no duff tracks. I'm giving it an 8.5.
8.5.
Woo.
Excellent. As far as what I think of this record, I think it's fantastic. The tracks, just listening to this, it's just kind of a shame because I think Manfred Mann's Earth Band is kind of one of those overrated acts.
Overlooked, not overrated.
Overlooked and underrated.
Overlooked. I mean, they're not in the Rock Hall. They should be. Rand, shouldn't they be in the Rock Hall?
Oh, yeah.
100%.
For Blinded by the Light alone.
Yes. Angie doesn't know who Logan is.
I mean, that's the only song that gets played on the radio today, classic radio. You will hear Blinded by the Light every time you turn the radio on if you drive anywhere.
Angie, number one rule, don't listen to Sydney. Just don't worry about what Sydney says. Anyway.
He's a joker.
Fantastic. So I'm going to give this also an 8.5. I'm going to try to keep this. I'm not going to say much about it. I've got everyone's score. Let's see what we've got. We've got an 8.6.
Nice. It deserves it. I mean, I think to come up after Solar Fire and have one, they hit it out of the park with this.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's a great record. Here we go. West Coast Dave. Logan is Beavis and Sid is Butthead. Angie, that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. All right, cool. Let's keep going. Next record, we're going to go with the album Nightingales and Bombers. Again,
this is my favorite song on the record. I picked this when we did that show with Sydney.
There you go. Anyway, so I'm going to turn it over to Cretin, give a brief introduction. Cretin, take it away.
LP number 6 came out August 22nd, 1975, recorded earlier in 1975. Once again, The Workhouse, Old Kent Road, London. 38 minutes long on Bronze in the UK, Warner Brothers in the US. Once again, produced by Manfred Mann and the Earth Band. Same lineup here on the record, the same 4 guys. You got backing vocalists, a couple of string players, and some cellos on this record. And there's a lot of noise outside my house. I'm wondering what the heck that is.
It's probably a riot, or maybe someone's setting the neighborhood on fire. Or
No, it sounds like fireworks, believe it or not.
Well, you are in, I don't know. What's happening?
We're in New York over here.
They're coming to take me away. Ha ha, hee hee, ho ho.
So you have 8 songs on this record, 4 aside. But because there were 4 instrumentals on the UK pressing, the American record company, Warner Brothers, said, hey, we want to have another vocal track. There's too many instrumentals on here. It's half instrumental. So they replaced the title track with another Bob Dylan cover called Quit Your Low Down Ways, which is a stomping blues rocker. Now, I really wanted to pick all long songs for this, but because we have a finite time, I wanted to get a nice cross-section. So I picked a really short song, and this is an instrumental that Rand loves, and it's his favorite track on the album, called Countdown, a hair over 3 minutes long.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Cretin, for putting these tracks together today. What we are here in the warehouse is a community. We all work together. It's not my channel. It's everyone's channel. And I appreciate Rand coming on. I appreciate Cretin. I appreciate Angie Moon. I appreciate everyone that gives the warehouse support. because I like to look at this as a community. Anyway, countdown. Manfred Mann's Earth Band, 1975. We want to hear from you in the chat. Let's do it. Oh, we've got Bobo's coming in with an 8.55. 8.55. An 8.55. All right, I took it anyway. Dollywood's coming in with 8 out of 10. Jesus, you people. Marlon, who really just hates everything, coming in with a 9.25. This must really hit home with Marlon. He did show up tonight, so he must like this record. Webb, an 8.75. Of course. Good God, you people. All right, I'm going to throw it over. Wait a minute. All right, Steve, let me get everybody's score. I got a 9 out of 10. This album seems to really hit home with the community, so thank you, Steve. Ryan's going with a 9.5. Okay. My God, Goldie Wax at 8.5. You guys are like the biggest bunch of geeks I've ever seen on the planet. A 3.145 Byron. I'm not even putting that in there. DC, who's a serious a 9. All right. All right, I'm going to throw it over to Rand to get his thoughts on this record, and then we'll send it over to Cretin. We do have 2 more albums after this, so I'm trying to keep it moving. No, we're good. We're at 32 minutes. We're all right. Rand, what's your thoughts on this record?
Well, the first thing I want to echo.
Oh, here we go again, of course. Well, it's hard for me to... Go ahead.
Test. Okay. The first thing I want to mention is I listened to this on Amazon Music thing, and somebody at that company has screwed up and got the songs out of order. So when I'm listening to the tune, it's got the wrong title. I'm listening to Nightingales and Bombers, and it says Fat Nelly. And then when it says Nightingales and Bombers, I'm listening to Fat Nelly. And also they put Quit Your Low Down Ways in the song list. And here on this CD, it's a bonus track. But the American copy that I used to have on LP, which I really regret getting rid of, had that song on the record. But anyways, I love this album. There's some interesting things going on. Time is Right is in 5/4 time. Really cool. Crossfade is freaking nuts. They do like a measure of 10 and then a measure of 11 every time. It's just crazy. I mean, I couldn't keep track of that. You have to learn the riff and just stick with it and not think about the time, because otherwise you're going to just go nuts. But anyways, yeah, I should have Tidal. Every time I get Tidal, I have problems with them, but I do like Tidal.
I don't do that. I don't know.
Tidal sounds good.
Why don't you just listen to your CD, Rain? You got the damn CD.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I'm just lazy. Don't want to get out of bed.
At least you're honest. At least you're honest.
But well, yeah, but nobody else is 73, so what you can't think.
How
about
do you know?
Well, not on the crew.
Rand always throws up that age card. I don't know.
Not on the panel. Anyways,
go ahead.
I want to say hi to Webb and West Coast Dave and DC and everybody. And yeah, I really love this album. I think it's really great. As above, so below, with the end where you can hear the bombers. They're German bombers. They were recorded back in England during the Battle of Britain when they were being bombed, and then they put the Nightingales in with it, and that's why it's called Nightingales and Bombers, because you can hear the Nightingales. They were actually in the recording of the bombers, so it's the same thing. I don't know how they got it, but they did get it. So that's not all made up. That's true stuff. But I'm going to give this album a 9. I don't think it's as good as Solar Fire, but it's equal to The Good Earth. It's the end of the Mick Rogers period too. So what a way to go out. This is really good stuff. I never did find out why he left. Maybe Davey could tell us.
I know.
Cretin knows everything, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't seen Cretin and his work or his channel, check it out. Cretin knows everything. Go ahead, Cretin.
The Note Keeper.
The Note Keeper.
Stats.
The stats.
Mick Rogers left because he was getting obsessed with Frank Zappa and Frank Zappa's music, and they toured with Zappa's band, and some of the guys in Zappa's band approached Colin Pattenden, the bass player, saying, "We need a bass player for some gigs coming up. Do you want to do it? And Colin said, I'm not really a Zappa fan, but Mick, our guitar player, he plays bass and he's a huge Frank Zappa fan. So Mick Rogers played some gigs with Zappa and the crew. And the first time he showed up for rehearsal, he says to Zappa, are we going to do it in the original key, whatever key this song is in? And he said, okay, you're a fan. Let's go. So he was really moving in a very jazzy direction. You could tell by some of the instrumentals, especially Nightingales and Bombers on this record, Countdown that Grant played, Crossfade, As Above, So Below. It's very more like almost jazz rock, a little fusiony. So he was going in a different direction than the band. And when they got together for the next album, he wanted to take the band in another direction that didn't go in the way Manfred Mann wanted to go. The band voted and they said, okay, Mick, you're out of the band. But he does come back later on in the story.
Yeah.
More on that in our next episode or the episode after.
Yeah.
But for
probably
this
the one
album,
after.
So, Cretin, what would you give this out of 10?
just something, a bit of info on the song. Spirits in the Night, Springsteen cover, 6.5 minutes. The female vocals that were not, female backing vocals that were not on the previous album are back here. I like this cover, but I don't love it. I love other Bruce Springsteen covers that are to come. Time is Right, like Rand said, is a great song. Visionary Mountains is a cover of a Joan Armatrading song from her first album. I like that song a lot.
Great
Fat
song.
Nelly is weird, but it's really good. And some of Colin's bass playing on this album is amazing. I like this album, but not as much as the previous record. I'm going to give it one of the lower scores.
Oh, shit.
I have 8.25 written down, so I'm going to go with that.
The mathematician, Davey Cretin. All
It's
right,
good.
he and
Good
Will
Earth is better.
hold hands during this whole episode. Anyway, all right, 8.25. I think this record's fantastic. I'm with Rand Kelly. Rand, what'd you give this, a 9?
9.
Freaking yes. I think it's fantastic. The production, the songwriting, I think it hits on all the cylinders. I'm going to give it a 9. Ladies and gentlemen, has everybody weighed in the chat with your score? Let's do an unveiling. I guess everybody's done it. The fog machine is going crazy. And you know, when the fog machine goes off, that means things are really happening in the warehouse. All right, let's see what we've got.
Davey, I didn't know any of that. Thank you so much. You really
Davey's like
enlightened
a
me.
computer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this album fared way better than the previous release. Previous record got an 8.6. This record, Nightingales and Bombers, got an 8.9.
Nice.
My goodness. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, and Spirits of the Night still gets played on classic rock radio every now and again, but not as much as Blinded by the Light.
Well, you remember back in the old days, Rand and Cretin. Cretin's young, but he knows. No, actually, Cretin's my age. You remember back in the old days, they would play that all the time on FM rock radio? It's pretty much disappeared. I don't know in your areas if you ever tune in and you just happen to tune in, but do you ever? I don't think they played it anymore at all.
Just Blinded by the Light.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's fantastic. So anyway, L says Davey is Stratmaster. L, are you
Statmaster?
Statmaster.
Whatever. Words are hard for me. I'm worried that L hates my guts because it took me. Because of the whole Rory Gallagher thing. I'm worried that she dislikes me, but she's here.
Well, you played it.
I did play it, but
Listen to it.
you don't know. Wait a minute. Okay, real quick before we go on. Of course, we're doing 1972 in a week from Sunday. Okay.
I did 15 requests, Grant.
I looked at the data on how many people responded. We have 85 requests.
Oh my gosh.
A lot.
15 of them are from me.
Whatever. 85 requests. So I'm going to go out on a ledge and say that we'll probably have to do several 1972 shows.
It was a big year for prog, man. There's a
Oh,
lot.
we'll get through it. I will take everybody's request in. Like I said, we're a community here, and these yearly shows, I think it's fantastic that everybody wants to chime in and hear stuff. And I think I have to give a thanks to Joe because I think the Google document is the way to go because all the requests are in one place.
Yeah, and it was easy to fill out. It was really easy.
Yeah, well, we're a community. I keep saying that, but I appreciate Joe and his wife, who's the teacher wife that put that together. I love it. Fantastic. So anyway, it might take a couple of weeks for us to do 1972. Yes, I took care of you. It took me a while, but it is what it is. Okay, next record. We are going to go to, let me get my graphic up. Oh, this is a fantastic record. We're going to go Manfred Mann's Earth Band. We're going to go from the Roaring Silence. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Cretin to give us a little bit of a setup. And then we're going to hear the song This Side from Paradise. Mr. Cretin.
Okay, LP number 7 came out August 27th, 1976, recorded earlier the same year at the same place, produced by the band, also on Bronze in the UK, Warner Brothers in the US. This charted in a ton of countries because this was their big breakthrough album. Australia, number 11. Belgium, 44. Canada, number 1 album. In the Netherlands, number 19. New Zealand, 8. The UK, their home country, sort of, number 6. The US, a number 1 album.
Yeah.
Germany, number 42. 3 singles, Blinded by the Light. Oh, actually, you know what I just read?
What?
Those were the chart placements for Blinded by the Light. I'm sorry. Those were the single
Ladies
placements.
and gentlemen, Davey Cretin.
I read my notes
Giving out
wrong.
false
Sorry.
information.
Too many notes.
Yeah, it's this album is actually the single Blinded by the Light, certified silver in the UK, a gold single in the US, over 1 million copies sold on 45. The record charted, the whole record, Australia 8, the Austrian charts 10, Canada 6, Netherlands 11, Germany 26, New Zealand 34, Norway 6, Sweden 17, UK 10, US number 10. It's certified silver in the UK and gold in the US. This is the first LP with Chris Hamlet Thompson on lead vocals and rhythm. Hello? I'm echoing.
Yeah, I hit a wrong button now.
Oh,
That
okay.
screwed everything up. Hold on.
Okay.
I wonder if I can fix that.
Check
Maybe I
one.
can fix. I know how to fix it. Give me a second.
Okay. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Sounds normal now.
Can't hear Grant.
All right, now you can hear me.
Now,
Yes.
Okay, just to give we've been having this issue when I hit another button or hit another window, it goes and starts distorting. And I don't know why. I think it was because of but we've talked about this before. There's a lot going on this end. And it might be a software glitch. Maybe there will be another update, but I never know when it's going to do it. So the best thing to rectify it is just to turn stuff off and start it back up. But anyway, I won't hit any buttons. Go ahead, Davey. I'm sorry.
This is the first album with a big lineup change. Mick Rogers, as I said before, is out. On the first 6 albums, not on this record. In comes on lead vocals and rhythm guitar, Chris Hamlet Thompson, famous for singing Blinded by the Light, and Dave Fleet on lead guitar, his first record. And this is Colin Pattenden's last album with the band, with the Earth Band. You got female backing vocals. You've got a sax player on the second song. You've got some strings here. And it's another very good album. So why don't we play the next track?
We'll play the track. Now, anybody who knows this record, you know how we're doing it. Go ahead and give us your score while we're playing This Side of Paradise. We do want to know what you think. because all we're doing here in the warehouse is trying to turn you on to stuff. And that's basically it. All right, here we go. This Side of Paradise. Go ahead and give us your score. Paradise, Davey Cretin. Pick that track. In fact, I turned it over to Cretin. I said, Cretin, give us the tracks we're playing for tonight. This is how we do it. Angie Moon on Sunday for the warehouse acid test. Angie chooses all the stuff. Sometimes I may throw in a track, but Angie knows her shit, and she always knows what to pick. Bobo's coming in. We've got an 8.5. I've got everybody else's scores so far. I'm going to turn it over to Cretin and get his thoughts on it. Cretin, you're up.
Oh, me first.
Well,
Not Rand.
Rand, didn't I already do you? No.
No.
Rand, let's do Rand first. Rand, thoughts on this record? I am so sorry.
We got a delay.
Oh, fuck, shit. There has to be a better...
No to Sydney with that question. No.
There has to be a better way to do this.
I don't know.
Anyway, go ahead, Rand. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I don't know what's going on, but I got into this album kind of late because I was heartbroken that Mick Rogers was no longer there. This happened to me when Bruford left Yes, and when Mick Rogers left Manfred Mann, and John Anderson left Yes for drama. I was always a little bit, late to the party just to see what was going on. But anyways, I get over stuff and I give them things a chance, and I actually do like this album now, but it took a long time to get into it. I don't think this album is as good as the last two that we heard, but I'm sick to death of Blinded by the Light. I mean, I don't mind hearing it, but I don't need to hear it. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't think I get tired of it.
I don't really get tired of it, but I've just heard it too much. You know what I mean? Like every time we get in the car and we decide to not listen to Sirius Radio and we play the local Reading classic rock station,
Right.
this will come on. You'll hear this.
Still in Reading?
Oh yeah.
Huh? I'll be darned. Here, we don't have that in Central Ohio, Rand, at all.
Classic
No
rock.
one knows. I know, but it's classic rock. But if any, it's like back in the old days, we'd hear like this many tracks. Now they've got it down to like this many.
Oh yeah, I know. They're playing like the same 75 songs all week. I know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, I just want to say that I think opening it with the Springsteen song was a good idea. I heard the original one time and I didn't like it at all. But I think Manfred Mann is the cover band. This is what they do. This is their thing, and they're really good at it. And I like this album a lot. I don't love it, but I'm gonna have to say that Singing the Dolphin Through, and we mentioned this a little bit to each other today, Davey, but in chat. But I think the saxophone at the end of Singing the Dolphin Through sort of ruins the song, and so I love my favorite track on this album is Waiter, There's a Yawn in My Ear.
The instrumental, yes.
Instrumental, because Manfred Mann he just gets to go nuts on that song. And I do love Starbird because I'm a big Stravinsky fan. If you called me a classical fan, you'd be kind of like missing the boat because I really only like 3 or 4 classical composers and they're all out of Russia. But Stravinsky's my favorite, and Starbird is really cool. Now, if you bought the 45 of Blinded by the Light, they would give you Starbird number 2 on the other side of the 45, which never ended up on the CD. So anyway, this kind of
even on the reissues, and they didn't put it out.
No, it's not on this. It's not
what
on
the
this.
hell?
This is the reissue too. Starbird number 2 does not get on this. The only way to hear it is like to go to YouTube or something. But anyways, it's cool. I don't remember much about it, but it was cool and it was different. So I thought that was really neat. But anyways, yeah, I can't remember all the song titles, and I can't see them because if you can see this, they put pink on brown. It's impossible to read
together. Jesus,
it's impossible to read it. I can't even see it. So, like I said, I'm okay with Blinded by the Light. Singing the Dolphin Through is a beautiful song that is ruined by saxophone. Like I told him today, I said, "Hey, who needs sax when you got a mini moog?"
And 2 guitar players.
And 2 guitar players, right? And the Road to Babylon is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a great
The
song.
one you just played is really great. I can't see. I just can't
And
read that. What's the what's the sixth title?
Starboard is 6
Oh,
and
that's Starboard. Okay, yeah,
Question is 7.
yeah. Question is kind of boring. I didn't.
Disagree.
I didn't think much of questions. It's okay, but it's a little slow. But anyways, I'm going to give this an
Questions
8.
has a great vocal though.
Oh yeah, I mean, God, Chris
What I
Thompson,
have down.
really good singer. There's no doubt about it.
Fantastic. Yeah. All right.
But you know, he leaves this band and starts a group called Night, and nobody cares. So, and I saw
Well,
them.
but, you know, Chris isn't like a big name.
I saw them
He's
debut
not
on
a
Saturday
man.
Night Live, and they were gone. But anyways, I'm going to give this an
Band's kind of a
8.5.
faceless band, though. Think about it.
8.5. I would have given it a 9, but the sax solo takes off a 0.5 for me. And I don't mind saxophone. I mean, it's good on Happy the Man, Gentle Giant, Camel, King Crimson.
Marlon hates that shit.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's thank you, Rand. Thank you for your 8. What'd you say? 8.5.
Yes.
8.5 is not bad. All right, Cretin, what's your thoughts on this record?
Pete Pardo's favorite cover song of all time, Blinded by the Light. Excellent song. Like Grant, I don't get tired of it.
I don't
Singing
get
the
tired.
Dolphin Through is great, written by Mike Herron. It's over 8 minutes, but the sax doesn't come in until more than 6 minutes into it. So it's still a really good song. The instrumental, Waiter, There's a Yawn in My Ear, which is exemplified by the album cover, is a great instrumental. The Road to Babylon is the great deep track here, 7 minutes, a prog mini epic I wrote. Starbird's really good. And I like Question, just like Grant said. I think Chris Thompson's vocal performance on the song is great.
Yeah.
It's got excellent keys by, of course, Manfred Mann, and some nice lead guitar work from Dave Fleet on it. And then they did Spirits in the Night. They redid a 1977 version with Chris Thompson singing. They re-released it as a single, and it charted much better than the previous one with Mick Rogers singing it. Hit number 64 in Canada, just hit the top 40 at number 40 in the States, and number 73 in Australia. So the new version of Spirit in the Night with Chris Thompson, better than the previous version. So the record came out a couple of times, and it had slightly, I think the first version was blue, or the second version was blue with a sticker that says contains the new version of Spirit in the Night on the album cover. I like this album more than the previous one. I'm giving this an 8.75.
Ah, Cretin coming in.
Hey,
I have it written there. It is 8.75 in the circle.
Hey, Davey. I think you just solved a mystery for me, because I was looking at the back of this CD, and at the bonus track at the bottom says Spirits in the Night, single version with Mick Rogers on vocals. And I was wondering, why did they put that on there if he sang the other one up at the top? But now you just explained that Chris Thompson also put it out as a single. So that's why Manfred wrote this on there.
Well, cool.
You solved that mystery for me. Appreciate it.
Webb's coming in. Webb seems to be hurt. Why is there no love for Chris Slade?
Oh, we think he's a great drummer. I never said anything bad about.
I mentioned his China work before. Didn't you hear me say that, Webb?
Webb
Come
was
on.
out mowing the yard, or maybe servicing Ashley.
I never listened to him with AC/DC,
Whatever.
but I always thought he was a great drummer. Love him in this band.
He's probably servicing Ashley, probably waxing her.
Calm down,
Yeah.
Webb. We don't hate Chris Slade just because
All
we
right,
didn't bring him
so
up.
I'm going to keep it moving. We're already over an hour, but that's fine. Slade is a given according to Marlon. I think he's fantastic, but I think his best work was with AC/DC. I'm sorry.
I don't know what that sounds like.
Thunder.
Listen to him on Mercury
I
Winged
hope
the
Ashley's
Messenger.
satisfied for you being late. All right. I'm going to give this an 8.5. I think it's fantastic. I love
Same
all
as
these
me?
records. You gave it an 8.75.
I gave it an 8.5.
You gave it an 8.75.
I did. I gave it
Davey did.
8.75.
Well, whatever. I'm going to give it an 8.5. I can't keep track of you freaking people.
Okay, so we matched on 2 so far. That's
All right,
good.
so let's see what we've got. Holy crap. Oh,
Who the hell is Fred Partino?
this record, you know, it's a running joke.
Oh,
This
hey,
record-
DC.
All right, everybody. This record fared worse than the previous record.
For the saxophone.
We got an 8.5 here. The previous record got an 8.9.
Marlon.
And then an 8.6. So this so far is the worst performing Manfred Mann album so far
On this show.
on this show. Freaking DC, look at him. Saying hello to Rand. He kind of caveman. I know, Webb. I'm just saying that. Come on. AC/DC, there's only one drum beat that there is. Anyway. Excellent. Let's keep going. I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Please like, subscribe if you haven't. We're going to move on to the next record. The next record, we're going to 1978. The album is Watch. We are going to listen to the track Circles, but I am going to turn it over to Mr. Cretin to give a brief synopsis before we play the track. Mr. Cretin.
LP number 8, another lineup change. Colin Pattenden is out on the bass guitar, and Pat King is in on bass and backing vocals. He also did the photography for this record. Because
Hold on.
He's an avid photog.
God damn.
You've got 7 songs here. Came out. This was the longest stretch between Manfred Mann albums. Came out a year and a half after The Roaring Silence. Feb 24, 78, recorded during 77. Same place, 39 and a half minutes long. Bronze is the label in the UK, Warner Brothers US. Produced once again by the band and Manfred Mann. You have 2 songs on this album on side 2 that are live tracks. So maybe because the last record was so big and they must have toured for so long and the record company was saying, we want a new record, we want a new record, give us that new record. They may have felt a little rushed on this album. We'll see if that affects people's scores or not.
Yeah.
You had 3 singles from here, California, The Mighty Quinn, and Davey's on the Road Again. No, I'm not. I'm sitting in my house doing the show right now.
Mr. Cretin, a true professional.
This certified platinum in Germany, 500,000 copies sold. In the Netherlands, gold at 50,000 records sold. Like I said, first album for Pat King on bass, and this is the last album for guitar player Dave Fleet, who was only with him for 2 records, and drummer Chris Slade. Played on the first 8 albums. He is not on the album we're going to be doing on the next show. So
Nice.
Another lineup change. You got Pat King on bass. And to me, you hear the bass a little more on this record. To me, Pat King pops through on a lot of songs. I think he's really good. Fast chart action. Australia 40, Austrian charts 14, Canada 85, Dutch charts 18, Finland 18, Germany number 3. That's why when I looked up all the tour dates that Manfred Mann is doing currently, it's all in Germany and Europe and none in the States, unfortunately. New Zealand, number 29, Norway, number 2, Sweden, 9, UK, 33, and the big drop in the US from 10 to 83.
That's quite, if you think about it. Well, we went from 1976 to 1978. Do you think it was too much of a gap in between? Maybe this should have came out in 77 to keep the momentum up, or I don't know.
Well, every album had a 2-year gap. Did you notice that?
No, 1 year.
I did not.
No, 1-year gap, excuse me.
This is the
1 year.
longest.
This is
A
the
year and a
The
half.
longest gap, and I think it
Okay.
might have been too long.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. What doesn't matter.
I'm
All
old.
that matters is what everybody in the chat thinks. Everybody that's tuning into the show, that's all that matters. We're just trying to turn people on to this catalog. That's all that matters. And I've got everybody's score so far. I knew nothing about this LP, never saw it before, like Popeye. I need to be educated. Well, if I look at this album cover, I don't know about you gentlemen, but I don't remember this being at the record stores when I was a kid.
I do.
Not me.
I don't.
I
I
do.
was in Marion, Ohio. You were in California. It's different.
Yeah, and there's a song on here called California too.
Oh, you missed Guam, Cretin. Got to number 6. Damn it.
He's kidding. I hope.
All right. All right, let's play the track. Let's play Circles, and we do want to hear from you in the chat. You guys are doing a fantastic job, everyone. So let's hear it. Circles, leave a comment, and we will 0.75. I have a 9.5, a 9, and a 9. Seems like people are coming in a little low on this record, maybe because it's not as well known as the other records.
Hey,
Why, West Coast Dave, real quick, why can you imagine that a Metallica album is out of print, but Lulu's out of print? Not weird.
there's a delay.
Oh, Rand,
But
Rand
not-
can't-
But
Rand
not for you,
can't-
Rand.
Fantastic on my end.
Yes.
You-
Yeah, so
Come on,
I
you
just
know
wanted
that.
to point out that when you said that
Rand,
low, when you
calm
said that,
down. Wait, you can always put echo cancellation on your end. It doesn't have to be on my end.
I don't see it. I'm using the iPhone 17 I just got. I don't see
For
it.
God's sakes.
Ooh, 17.
Well, you didn't send me the link for my computer, so I didn't know how to get on.
So it's my fault that you don't know how to operate your equipment. Okay.
No, you just sent a direct connection, so I went with the phone.
Well, I always send it via Messenger.
If I see the URL, I can put it in on the computer.
Okay. All right, it's my fault.
No, it's not really.
Anyway, go ahead. Rand, give me your scoop on this and your score.
Well, I was going to say, when you said listen to that low bass note, that was the ARP string ensemble, the Selena, and then there was Moog above it doing that other stuff. But yeah, I mean, this is a really cool tune. I'm really glad that Davey picked this because I really, really, really like it. But when we did our show, when I did that show with Sydney, where we were doing every song for this album, I chose Martha's Madman because it's a rocker and it really does rock. But I wanted to say something about singles. The Mighty Quinn got a lot of airplay when this album came out in '78. I remember hearing it on the radio in Eureka, on the classic rock
Yeah,
station.
but
then.
Mighty Quinn was from years
Mighty
earlier.
Quinn was killer. Yeah, but this is their version, the version of Bob
Right.
Dylan. I mean, I always wondered what Bob Dylan had thought when he first heard these guys do his songs. I mean, my God, Father of Day, Father of Night, and this, but this Mighty Quinn version is really, really heavy. I mean, it's it just sounds kind of like kind of like a hard rock band, not really like Black Sabbath, but in that territory. But anyways, I really love this album. I like every track on it. That Chicago Institute song, just read the lyrics. Oh my God. I mean, yeah. And then the song, there's a bonus track that people were wondering about called Bouillabaisse. That's basically Chicago Institute with like a different kind of take.
It's the previous song. It's Drowning on Dry Land.
Oh, that's right.
Fish Soup. It's 2/3 of that song.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you. I just looked at it wrong. But anyway, again, it's really hard to read. It's red on blue, but it's not as bad as the other one.
So, hey, Rand, real quick. What
Yes.
are those the remasters that you've been pulling up the CD?
Yeah, on
Which
on
bonus track?
creative. It's on
What are they
creative
on?
creative music. It's Manfred Mann's own label.
What's your thoughts on the sound quality and everything for
I
people
think-
that don't know?
I think they sound way good.
Okay.
Real good. Because when you have like the leader of the band in
Mhm.
control of all that, you're gonna get a
Well,
good
that
stuff.
could be bad because look at Billy Gibbons and that freaking box set he put out. What was that called? Where he remixed everything and added digital drums on everything.
Oh,
No,
the
I
ZZ Top 6-pack.
Yeah, horrible.
I don't
Trying to rewrite history.
I don't own anything by that band, so I wouldn't know. But anyways,
So it could be good or bad.
yeah, you're right. It's creature music, absolutely. He's right. I'll do Brand, yeah. No, this album's great. It's funny when we first put on the LP, when we first got it. Me and I guess my good friend Bill, he put it on and he turned it over, and we heard Davey's on the Road Again, it with the audience clapping, and we're going, "What is this?" And how did they know it? They probably couldn't have known it because it was a brand new tune, right? So they're just clapping because they're glad to be there in the audience or whatever. But I thought whole side two at that time was live, but then when I bought it, I realized it's only, like Davey said, it's only two songs that are live. That and the Mighty Quinn. So
So
I think
what's your score?
I think this album is front loaded on side A.
Mhm.
The best songs are on side A. I think so. But the cover tune, the Mighty Quinn, is really cool. I love it. But I'd give this a 9.
All right.
Nice.
9.
If you've not given everybody who's in the chat right now, we got 65 people. I do want to thank everybody. Please leave a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't, because we're trying to build an empire here and take over the world. Yeah, if you haven't put your score on this album, of course, we want everyone to be honest. If you don't know this record, don't weigh in, because we don't want to, you know what I mean.
But they made a mistake. I think they should have put this out as a gatefold because of the way the front and the back match up. The gatefold, you could have opened it up and showed everybody, like this, the whole picture. But as it came out, it was just a single thing, so you have to spin it to anyway.
Kyle, are you ready for? I don't know if I've asked you this yet. Well, I might have asked you this, Kyle. Kyle, are you ready for Sea of Tranquility Fest? Just between us. Ooh, the Mr. Absolute 69 is going with a 5.
Ooh, ouch.
Ooh, ow.
I'll call Manfred right away.
We're going to have to call Mr. Mann.
Mr. Mann. Mr. Mann. Mr. Mann.
You need to get a copy of this. You need to get this before the next series ranking. Yes, 100%.
Yeah. Go get it.
Look, Marlon's weighing in. You don't know this, Mr. Absolute. You do not know this record. Oh, yeah, Cretin, ladies and gentlemen, and Tia will be at Sea of Tranquility Fest.
Yep.
I'm also there. Did you guys already book your hotel and stuff?
Yes.
I know Webb's staying where I'm staying. Hilton?
And I think we're staying where Webb is staying. Yes.
At the Hilton? It's out by the airport.
Tia knows. I don't remember.
Yeah. We'll all be there, so I hope you're
Take lots of pictures for us who can't go, please. Videos and stuff.
Davey Rand, where do you guys rate your favorite bands of all time? Well, hold on. That's a different show. Kyle, I'm looking forward to hanging out again. Okay, Stephen David, I've just added 4 more Manfred Mann's Earth Band albums, 3 singles, and a 1-2 CD comp. Look at you, Stephen David. We're doing God's work here, and you're following through.
Is the comp called the best of Manfred Mann Earth Band?
All right, so we've got Rand's score. I've got other people's score. Let's throw it over to Cretin and get his thoughts on it so we can wrap this dog up. All right, Cretin.
I was really surprised by this album. It was recorded in 77 and music was changing. Think about the bands that broke in 77. Journey with Infinity, Steve Perry on vocals, Foreigner's debut album with Lou Gramm singing, and Styx, The Grand Illusion were 3 of the biggest albums in 77. And I think that affected the sound of this album. And it's much to my pleasure. I love this album. Yeah. I can't believe I've gone decades without knowing this album. I don't think there are any bad songs on here.
I don't think so either.
This is my favorite album from Manfred Mann so far. You get the big prog piece, the centerpiece, Drowning on Dryland Fish Soup, where you get some great, the first 2 minutes, the acoustic guitars, they're ringing, they're chiming. They do it again on the single California. Pat King is popping out on the bass on that song. You get great vocals. I love Davies on the Road Again. It's an upbeat rocker, co-written by Robbie Robertson from the band of all people.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wow. So bizarre. Because it's also written by a guy named John Simon, who used to produce some of the early band records. And they wrote this song, and it appeared later on this record. Martha's Madman is a really good rocker, like Rand said, and Mighty Quinn, and those 2 songs are still in the set. Those are the only songs they play from this album, which I can't believe. Chicago Institute has some disco sounds on it. It's got that riffing 70s disco guitar, but it also has beefy power chords to back that up. So
Yep.
it's a really cool near 6-minute song. I love Chicago Institute. No bad songs on here. I am giving this a 9.5, my favorite out of the 8 so far.
Yeah,
Ladies,
damn it, dude.
I don't think Cretin's ever given a 9.5 in his life, but he's
Well,
doing it right now.
some of the Styx records when we did the Styx series, but not on this series.
Not on this series, baby. Brace yourselves. This may change the world. Hell,
And-
this might break the internet as far as I'm
and-
concerned.
DC said that the song Circle sounds a little AOR, and I totally agree. I
Yeah, it
pointed to
never
him
got
and
on
gave
it.
thumbs up.
It never got any radio airplay, that one.
Such a
Kyle,
great
this-
song.
Kyle, let me weigh in on this real quick. I am driving from Ohio on Friday because I think there's probably something going on Friday evening. And then I am staying overnight Friday and Saturday because Saturday's the big day. Then I'm getting up early and driving back on Sunday. I would recommend you getting there and hanging out. I'm just saying. Rand, can you, Wayne and Rand, can you play us a Manfred Mann Earth Band song?
Just
Al,
played
why are
four.
you asking that? God, you know every time he tries to do that, for some reason it filters out. Not
That'd
just
be no.
Oh, look at this. This has never happened in the whole span of the warehouse that Marlon has been here for the whole damn show.
He
Thank
used
you,
to be a
Marlon.
big fan of mine. I've been putting out new stuff on YouTube and stuff, and all my fans and friends left.
What do you mean they left?
They don't come on to comment anymore.
Oh, that's because they're over here seeing you, Rand.
I put out 2 new tunes yesterday, Sunday, 2 jazz fusion pieces.
Mars, Mr. The Absolute 69 says, Marlon, sounds like you have a problem. Don't like it, find something else. Boom, boom. All right, kids, what's my thoughts on this record? I like this record quite a bit. I'm just going to kind of keep moving because we are at an hour and 22 minutes in. I think I would
really?
give, huh?
I can't believe it. It doesn't feel like it.
That's because we're talking Manfred Mann and people are just absolutely touchy-feely over this band. I'm going to go with I think I'd be happy giving this a 9. I think it's fantastic. I think that this. Oh, here we go. You know, West Coast Dave, you asked this question. He's just gonna go on and on. Rand, what is your channel?
Rand Anthony Kelly, Rand the Prog Father.
There you go. Bobo, where are you going? What do you mean? Night house soon. What's that mean? Not sure what that means. This still going? Slogan? You know it's still. I'm trying to wrap it up. Anyway, so here we go.
Grant, I just realized something. We just achieved frivolity.
How do you figure?
Just wanted to say it.
All right, sounded good anyway. All right, I got everybody's score. Let's see what we've got. Well, Bobo, hold on. We get an 8.5 on this record.
This band touched my wallet. I love that.
8.5. Previous record got an 8.5. So it's head and head. If I could only remember the damn records.
Nightingales and Bombers, 8.9.
Nightingales and Bombers got an 8.9. And then the album The Good Earth got an 8.6.
See?
Nice.
Nothing under 8, right?
Nothing under 8.
That's good. That's pretty good.
I would say this is a fantastic catalog. Anybody looking to get into this band, I think you would be. Is this where you want to start?
I say, if you want to know my opinion,
I don't, but
I started with Solar Fire. I would say, if you really want to check this band out from my perspective,
yes.
how I did it, start with Solar Fire.
It's very proggy. It's their proggiest album.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
by
Rand's
far.
always going to go with prog first.
Yeah, but that's the first thing I heard too, and that makes a difference when you first hear something. You know
Yeah,
that.
but what's the most when people are going to hear it, is that the thing that everybody's going to be drawn into?
Well, I don't know. Well, I imagine The Roaring Silence is the bestseller.
I would probably start there.
Yep, that's what I was going to say.
All right, everybody.
I just said if you wanted to do it like I had in my perspective.
Right. I
Grant,
understand.
before we go, could I
Yes,
just
sir.
give a quick promotion?
Oh my God! Well, Rand did, so go ahead.
On my channel, Cretin Classics, I have a new video up about Metallica. It's a short one, too. It's not a long
Metallica?
one. And this Sunday morning, I will be on the Prog Corner with the great Slade. We will be ranking the albums of Dream Theater.
Wow.
So join me on the Prog Corner, Sunday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Time.
I will not be joining you because I hate Dream Theater.
I'm so glad I didn't get invited to that because I have nearly everything they put out. I've seen them
Ugh.
twice, and I couldn't rank that band if I tried. It would be
Ugh.
impossible.
I think that stuff's hideous. Yeah, so Grant is copying me, Wes. I'm not copying you. What's there to copy? I'm sure pros like you two get all kinds of tricks. I don't even know what he's talking about. Copying what?
I don't understand.
I don't know.
It's gone off the rails there in the chat.
All right, everybody. Again, it's Sydney, so just disregard what he says. I already let Angie know, so now she's hip. All right, everybody. Manfred Mann's Earth Band, 1974 to 78. What are we covering next month? What year should we cover?
Angel State, 1979 through 1984.
84. No, 82. 82.
Well, I thought, we don't get the chance.
Kyle?
Yes, chance is 80.
Kyle?
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're right. I was thinking of somewhere in Africa is 83. So that's
If
too
you
far.
know
But it's
anything about
82.
if you know anything about Scott Lade, he will not
82.
be there because his wife won't let him go.
Hmm.
That sucks.
And I can't go because it's too far. I'd love to go.
Great show, guys. Thank you, Alex. Keep it. Thank you, my brother.
Thanks, Alex.
Yeah.
Grant
So
is awesome. Disregard. I am awesome. No, I'm not.
I'll name the albums real quick for everybody if they want to go check them out. It's Angel Station,
Hmm.
Chance, Somewhere in Africa, and
86. Criminal Tango.
Criminal Tango. Because we're going to avoid we're avoiding live in Budapest, I guess.
Well, we're not going to talk about the live albums. We could, if you want to do a live album show after we get through it, we can.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, so we're doing 79 through 86, Grant.
all right, 79 to 86. I will send dates out to these gentlemen. We will reconvene next month. So everybody, keep it clean, wrap the rascal, and only take Sydney with a grain of salt. So,
Bye, everybody. Thanks for showing up.
Have a good night,
all
everyone.
right,
Take
everybody,
care.
keep it clean. We'll see you on the next one.
Shalom, y'all.